Tonight on The Rant, oops, we made a mistake. And by the way, we paid you too much. Remember that extra money in your paycheck? Can you give it back to us? Well, that's what all kinds of city workers learned last week about the premium pay they were given because of their dedicated work during the worst of COVID. But due to a city accounting area, they must pay some of that cash back. Our story on Friday night brought in the rants. Also tonight here, you are talking about Metro Police in the process of firing LMPD Detective Christopher Palumbi for allegedly threatening to kill the homicide unit and members of the command staff. His attorney told us he's suffering from PTSD from his time served in Afghanistan and also being shot at several times during the racial justice protests in Louisville of 2020. But first, we do have more comments coming in tonight about the charges and then the release of Quintez Brown after the attack 1 week ago on mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg.
I can't believe they let Brown out of jail. He's got a mental problem. Where'd he get the gun at? He's got a hand on guns if he's got mental problems. What's the family going to do about that?
My rant is with the Louisville police detective. They were accused of attempted murdering of other police officers. When the police do not police their own, that sends a strong message to the community. Why do we even need police in the first place? We do need them, and we do need them to police their own. If the man has mental issues, he needs to be treated. However, he still needs to be filed from the department.
Hey, Doug, this is Debbie from New Albany. I heard the rumors that Tom Jurek might want to come back to his old job. And while we're at it, let's just bring back Rick Pitino with him. Ha ha.
Well, it's good you're laughing about it, Debbie. I don't think that's going to happen. Kathy in the Highlands on the payback for city workers. The government always gets more than their share, even in your paycheck. Joseph in Germantown, they were assessed the federal and local taxes that should have been deducted. Still a good deal with the extra cash. Dick in Hikes Point, we are always surrendering ours for their benefit. On the suspension today of trainer Bob Baffert, a new suspension, the late Medina Spirit now officially disqualified from last year's Kentucky Derby victory. It's already time to think about this year's race. I don't even want to think about all the chaos and what people lost now on betting. KATRINA in Jeffersontown, the way it's going for now for home, Baffert may very well retire from the sport before we ever see him in Kentucky again. Your opinions on the developing and very tense situation in Ukraine. How do you think this will play out? The president says we won't get directly involved, but do you believe that in the end? Here's how you can rant tonight. Post a message on my Facebook page. You can also follow me on Twitter at WHAS11Doug. Keep the emails coming to the rant at WHAS11.com. Toll-free rant line is open at 855-749-1101.